Motion in two dimension. What means motion in two dimension? Two dimension motion. For one dimensional motion, when motion is only along x-axis, body moving along only x-axis, like horizontal direction, or when a body moving vertical, upward or downward. But when body moving along both direction, x-axis and y-axis, for example, if you throw a ball, you are standing there and you throw a ball, for example. So this ball moving in both direction, x-axis and also y-axis. This is x-axis and y-axis. For example, in every point, you need to find component, x component and y component for acceleration, for velocity, for speed. You need to find component. Let's suppose if here we have, let's suppose diagram of just velocity like this one. For example, velocity. So then you need to point two component, one component, for example, this one is v, velocity or speed, okay, and component along y-axis and component along x-axis. So to the speed or velocity of this body will be the combination of two things along x-axis plus y-axis. Same if you want to find acceleration at each point. So acceleration then have two components like ax plus ay. You need to find component for x, uh, acceleration a along x-axis and acceleration along y-axis. Correct? For example, distance cover. So then you need to find distance cover along x-axis and distance cover along y-axis. So it means dx plus dy. Correct? So total distance cover is x axis cover plus y. Yeah, for example, if you want to find magnitude, displacement, magnitude, so you need what? Dx square plus dy square. Same, for example, we have equation number first, but there are some properties, some characteristics of projectile motion. Projectile motion and free fall motion. In these, there is only one force, and that force is gravitational force. For example, a body is moving, let's suppose free fall or projectile motion. There is only one force, that force is called gravitational force. Fg, yeah, gravitational force. Correct? And gravitation force, you can see this is along only y-axis. There is no force along x-axis. So therefore, this is a constant value that acceleration along x-axis in projectile motion in two-dimensional motion, this is always zero. Why zero? Because when there is no force, there is no acceleration. This was, if you remember, F is equal to ma, second equation of motion. This means that when there is no force, so force is equal to zero, we have what? Ma. So if you divide both sides by m, so a is also zero. It means that when there is no force, there is no acceleration. So there is no force along x-axis. Why? There is only one force along vertical axis, gravitational force. So acceleration along x-axis is zero, but acceleration along y-axis, this is changing. Correct? So one another thing for projectile motion, that the velocity in two-dimensional, this is constant. Velocity along x-axis is constant. Like for example, 2 meter per second, 3, but if and start to end, this velocity will not change. It will remain constant. Why? Because when there is no acceleration, so there is no change in velocity. Okay, so let's try equation for projectile motion or two-dimensional motion. Try equation. Okay, what is first equation of motion? First equation of motion uh,
Vf is equal to Vi
is
minus Gt, sir.
Vf is equal to Vi minus Gt, correct? But for horizontal motion, this is like Vf Vi plus Et, correct? But E is equal to what? E is equal to minus G. So therefore, then we use what? We use minus symbol, correct? Minus Gt. But if body moving uh, horizontally, so you can say this one is Vfx is equal to Vix. Then we have what? You can see G. Yeah, this is actually Ax along horizontal direction, but there is no acceleration along horizontal. So this G is equal to what? Yeah, A is equal to 0 multiplied with. So equation for projectile motion for horizontal motion, first equation, this is Vix. Vix. Then how to find Vix and how to find vertical components? We have formula, if you remember from previous, that A component, yeah, A vector is equal to what? A, yeah, Ax is equal to A cosine theta. Vertically, Ay. So Ay is equal to what? Ay is equal to A sine theta. So same we have Vix. So final velocity along x-axis is equal to what? This is Vi into cosine theta. First equation for horizontal motion. Motion along x-axis. Yeah, final velocity of a body moving along horizontal direction. Same second equation. For example, second equation. Yeah, first equation for vertical motion. We have second first equation is Vfy equal to what? Equal to Viy minus Gt. But we know that vertical component is equal to what? This is Vi into sine of theta. What is angle? Here angle is this angle, starting angle, this initial. And we have minus Gt. So this is equation for Vfy. Yes, is
Excuse me, Professor. Your voice is too low. We can't hear, and there is some sounds in the background.
okay, okay.
Yes.
Okay, I think now it's clear.
Yes, sir, it's better now.
Okay,
Yes, thank
so so actually, okay, great, great. So these are first equation for horizontal motion and vertical motion. Now, second equation, how we can write second equation for two-dimensional motion? What is second equation of motion? Second equation of motion is
Uh, It's
Yes. It's what?
sir, it's
It's
xi
the
plus vit minus 1 over 2 at square.
Yes.
sec
Like,
f
yeah.
minus
Correct. Yes. VIT
VIT plus
minus 1
1
over
over G
80 square or
80
GT
square.
square. Correct. This is for displacement. Now for projectile motion, how we can write? We can write for projectile motion for horizontal direction. So it will be VFX, yeah, XF is equal to XI, and this VI will be VIX. But again, VIX equal to what? VIX is equal to VI into cosine of theta multiply with T minus we have 1 over 2 and GT square. Okay, great. So, yes, thank you.
But Professor, I have a question.
Yes,
We don't have any gravity along the x-axis. Why do we take g there?
yes, yes,
It should
yes.
be
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going. So, this one again, we have AX. So, AX is equal to what? 0. So, what will be the equation? Equation is equal to XI plus VI into cosine theta. VI means initial velocity cosine theta multiply with t. And this total function is 0. Correct? So this is our XF. Second equation along horizontal direction.
So by this, sir, we find the position of the projectile object,
Yes,
sir.
yes, yes, yes. Horizontal motion of projectile body when time is given. Correct? And angle is also given.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Okay. Then same equation for vertical motion. So for vertical motion we have xf naught, so we can write yf because this is along y-axis. So we have initial velocity plus we have viy. This is viy, and viy is equal to vi into sine theta. Multiply with t, and we have same 1 over 2 gt square. Equation for vertical motion. Okay, this is the equation for vertical motion. Okay, now what about the third equation? Third equation is same like we have vf square is equal to what? Vi
Is
square
equal
VI square
square
plus
plus 2as.
is 2as, or you can write 2ab or xf minus xi. Correct? Different books show
Yes.
different notation. So if this is along x-axis, so we have f of vf x square is equal to what? Vix square, because this one is along x-axis. So Vix again equal to what? Vi into cosine theta.
VI sine
Yes.
cosine.
Cosine.
So we have Vi square because this is whole square, also cosine square. Vi square cosine square plus what about this function 2as?
It will be 0, sir.
Yeah, it will be 0 because horizontal there is no acceleration. So this one is 0. So what is our main formula? This one is our final formula. What about third equation for vertical motion? So Vfy whole square equal to Viy square. Viy square means Vi square into
Sine
बिल्कुल sin
sine
square theta.
square of theta.
Great, great, excellent. Sin square theta. And plus we have what? 2, this will be minus because we have A is equal to minus G. So 2G, and then we have what? SR, DRXF. Just this one is minus. This is the equation for final velocity, a third equation for projectile motion. Great, 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 great. So I think now it's clear. So then we can find, then you can find position, velocity, acceleration of a body of projectile motion at different position after different, for example, interval of time. So let me start.
Professor,
Yes,
one once because I was taking note and I
yes,
the
please.
green one, Professor.
This one.
Yes, Professor.
Okay, main formula is V square equal to Vi square plus 2As. So for vertical, Vfy square. Then we have Viy, and Viy square is equal to Vi sine theta. This is vertical component of a vector. So Vi sine theta, y square because we have Vi square. So taking square on both sides, Vi square and sine square theta. We have what? 2As, where A is equal to minus G. This is for both A is equal to minus G for both free fall and for two-dimensional. So we have minus, then we have 2 and A, G and S. For example, in place of A, just we mention G symbol. So this is final. Vfy square is equal to Vi sine square theta minus 2Gs. This is final for vertical motion. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome. Let me solve one example. I'm going to stop sharing this one. Then I will share questions. These are equations. Listen, let's start this question. How we can solve this question? For example, a person throw a stone from the ground in a direction of 40 degrees above the horizontal. And with the speed, this is actually initial velocity speed, with a speed of 15 meters per second. What is given?
Initial velocity, sir, and the angle is given.
Let me, I'm searching forward for pin marker. It's marker. I don't know where I lost my marker. Now I think it's okay. Okay, great, great, great. Okay, two things are given. You can see one is angle given theta. Second one, speed is given, velocity is given. This is actually initial velocity, Vi. So first of all, you can see angle is here. This angle is 40 degree, and initially velocity given to this body is 15 meter per second. So, but then we need to draw what? Then we need to draw vertical and horizontal components. So what is given? What is given for the question number first? Yeah, part A. Find the horizontal and vertical component of velocity. We need to find velocity, horizontal component, and vertical. Vx and Vi. So what is the formula for Vx and Vi?
We use the first formula, sir.
This is component formula.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So what is the formula of component formula?
It's Vi
Vi
cos
cosine of theta.
cosine of theta and
Great, Great. This one. Vi into cosine of theta. So
And
what is Vi?
VI.
Vi is 15 into
15, yes.
cosine of 40 degree.
40.
Yes. So first of all, please find out cosine of 40, then multiply with 15. Equal to what? Who will solve? Nobody. I will solve. Don't worry.
Cosine of 40, professor, is 0.76.
Okay. And then multiply with what?
0.6 by
Then
15
multiply.
would be 11.4.
Great. 11.49. So I will write 11.5. Round up. This is meter per second. Horizontal velocity component. So
Yeah.
how we can find vertical y component?
It's VI,
Vi,
VY, sir.
Vi,
VI sine of theta.
Sine of.
Sine of theta into minus.
Okay, great. So
Minus
15 into sine of 40. So first of all, sine of 40, then multiply with 15.
Professor, we have minus GT too, yeah?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
It is
VI sine of theta
9.6.
minus GT.
Multiply with 15, let me. It's 9.6. Yes, Vy is equal to 9.6.
Professor, we didn't multiply minus GT here because it's the vertical component. So we
This is just for velocity, initial velocity. This is not equation. Correct? We have velocity.
okay.
So for velocity, we need to find initial and final component. After then, we will start equation. Correct? Now we have component, vertical component and horizontal component. So we have these. Now start equation. What is second one? How long it will take the stone to reach the ground?
We need to find time, sir.
Yes, we need to find time. But listen, in projectile motion, time to reach maximum height, for example, from starting to this position. Let's suppose if time is 2 seconds, same time to reach the ground, same the time will be 2. Why? Because the body moving with what? With a constant velocity. It means there is no acceleration along x-axis, so the time will be same. So how to find time? For example, from initial to highest point, this point. First find time reach to the highest point, then multiply with 2. This will be the total time of flight. So at this position or at maximum position, we have our velocity. What is our final velocity at maximum position?
0.
0, because it will completely stop at the maximum position. Great.
We use first equation for that.
We use first equation for that. What is our first equation?
V of y is equal to
Equal to what?
VI.
Vi.
minus GT.
Okay, this is Vi into what?
Sine of theta minus
Great,
GT.
great sine of theta. Great. Okay, great. Wait, let me enter these students. I think some students are waiting. Okay, this one. So Vi sine theta, correct, and we have minus GT. So minus GT, correct. So V at y is 0. What is Vi sine theta? Vi sine theta equal to this one.
9.6.
Great. 9.6 minus what is the value of
9.8
9.8
times t.
multiply with t. When you transfer minus 9.t to other side, it will be 9.8 equal to what? equal to 9. Okay, t is also here, equal to 9.6.
6.
So divide both sides by 9.8.
0.97.
Great, great. So time to reach maximum height equal to what?
Almost 1 second, sir.
So 0.9 something.
97, yes, sir.
Yes.
0.97.
0.97, you can take 1. Then multiply with what? Multiply with 2. This will be the total time of flight, total time of the ball to reach from initial to final position. Correct? So you can take 2 seconds here, this one, 2 seconds or 0 point some, 1 point something. Clear?
Yes.
Okay, wait just 1 minute.
Sir, why we multiplied by 2?
Okay, why we multiply by 2? Because
Yeah.
this was up to highest point, one side. So then same time will take to reach the ground. So this is 0.9, this one is also 0.9. So total is equal to 2.26.
Okay.
Let me. How many students are waiting? One student only. Okay, great. Let me share another example with you. It was only second part. So what is in third part? Can you see? Third part was,
Yes, Professor. We can
yeah,
see.
how far away from the starting point will the stone be when it reach the ground? You know, this want a horizontal distance from starting point to end point, this distance. This is also called range of projectile. Horizontal distance covered by a body or projectile is its range. So how we can find?
So we use the second formula, I think.
Yes, which formula?
Xf is
Xf
equal to xi plus vi cosine of theta times t.
xi plus
Mhm.
vi,
Vi
vi
cosine
into
of theta
cosine of theta
theta times t.
times t. Correct?
Mhm.
These all
Yes.
things are 0 because there is no acceleration. Great,
Yeah.
great. When this is initial position, so initial position is also 0. So we have just
Mhm.
formula xf is equal to what? Vi into cosine of theta multiply with t. What is our cosine of theta for previous example? Vi cosine theta.
11.5.
Professor, that would be 11.4.
Great, 11.5, 11.4 in a video. Then multiply with time. What was time? Last on 2 seconds?
Time
Yeah, 2
was
seconds.
1.94.
Yeah, 1.9.
Okay.
Yeah, you can take 2. So multiply with these. This will be the distance cover, horizontal distance cover. Correct?
It's 22.8, sir.
22.8 meter distance cover. Clear?
Yes, Professor. Very clear, sir.
Great, great, great.
Professor,
Yes.
so why did we have two formulas for the horizontal and vertical? Like in one, the gravity, in that, while we are only solving it considering without the gravity.
So, we are not considering without the gravity. There is only one force, that one is gravitational force. But projectile or two-dimensional motion is in 2 dimensions. We cannot say this is along only x-axis or along y-axis. But when a body moving, for example, freely, so when there is only gravitational force, then acceleration is equal to g. Correct? acceleration is equal to g, but from second equation of motion, this was the second equation of Newton, that F is equal to ma. According to this equation, when there is no force, there is no acceleration. So gravitational force is present, but gravitational force is along y-axis. There is no force along x-axis. Correct? For example, I will tell you a body.
I understood that part, Professor, but like in case of throwing that stone, if
Yes.
we throw it upward and it's going to come downward again, so
Yes.
why don't we consider the gravitational force attracting it while it comes downward?
We are considering in every equation we have g. Correct? Only we are going
So-
in horizontal direction, we remove g. Yes.
So in this case, the stone is moving only in horizontal.
No. In both direction. Now we want just the horizontal distance cover. Correct? So
Okay, okay,
what
now
will be
got
the
it.
direct? Yeah, the direct. Okay, great. Thank you. It's very difficult. So for me, writing, correct? And I cannot explain these physics and mathematics without writing. And okay. So let's try one another example. This example. But before that, can we take just 2-minute break?
Yes,
Yes,
Professor.
sir. Because
Yes.
time is also
Yes.
finishing.
Yeah,
You might
that's
send
also.
us another.
So just give me 2-3 minutes, then I will start again.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.